Oh, you're not going to eat that, are you?
Yeah.
You're not going to bite into it like an apple.
Oh, yeah. Get the dirt off of it.
Oh.
I mean, from the start, when they first said that they were going to shut down the schools, that part of the in-school learning wasn't bad. They did pretty decent. But it was the next year, after they were out of school more than 6 months, the next year when they went back, Kai and Isaac got bumped out of the middle school because there was COVID in the school, so they were out until January. So that whole stretch, they did horrible in school because all their classes that they were doing online, the Wi-Fi would shut down all the time. It was all the time going out. So they lost a lot of work that they did, and a lot of schools did. A lot of the students did. So they had D's and F's during that section. So that, and them wearing the mask at school, I got calls 2 or 3 times a week. Hey, Jana's in here. She's got a headache today again, and can I give her some ibuprofen? And like, hey, could you take her outside and give her some fresh air? Because they're wearing that mask all day, and she did all right through the school as far as the online learning, and she did a lot better than Kai and Isaac. And the whole time Jane is going to elementary, the other 2 are staying home, and she's probably confused because why are they staying home and why am I going to school? They weren't even allowed to play on the playgrounds because touching the playground and another kid touching it, and they couldn't wipe everything down all the time, so they couldn't play in the playgrounds. 31 states are having schools closed right now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Again.
as far as living at home, they probably bickered a little bit more because they were together all the time. But just being every day wearing that mask, and I got Isaac called every other day, it seemed like, and Jana called. Kai barely called, and maybe twice in that whole section they were out, they called. But that was probably the hardest part. Now, working, with mom being gone, and the kids were out of school, that was hard to do any big jobs. So from March until November, I didn't get any assistance. That's when I first signed up for the pandemic unemployment, being self-employed. And then the following January, February, the prices of material shot up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what hurt. That's depressing. The cooking every day, I'll cook at least one meal. Like I'll cook breakfast in the morning, or cook a big dinner. I wouldn't cook a big breakfast and cook a big dinner. That's a lot of work for one person to do. But it probably got worse by watching the news. For the kids didn't, but online you're seeing all these different posts, and so you don't know. Yeah, I don't think my kids were scared of it. And a lot of the neighbor kids, that COVID's fake. But there's people, dying of it. There's people getting sick. And the first 2 cases, one was their great grandpa, Gerald Brown. So it's like, oh, it's really here. It's really happening. But he was already pretty old, and he was on the downside of life. Well, we went to church I missed a few Sundays, but we were at church most Sundays, and we still traveled to Kentucky. We went there a couple times, knowing about God, Jesus, and knowing there is the other side, and seeing that. I wasn't scared of it because a lot of it was lies. I believe it was. So there wasn't any fear there for me. Every once in a while, I got a cough. You think, uh-oh, do I have it? The kids are getting up, having fun. They're going to school. They're seeing their friends. And there is a little bit of fear of them saying they might have to wear masks again, but they're doing good for now. So, and kids are resilient.
Okay. Well, thank you.
What I got? Oh, you got me. Smack me in the head.
You got a mosquito.
Probably a bunch of them back here.
You got his remains.
Probably got rust in my face too from being out of the truck.
Got another mosquito.
Oh, they're everywhere.